about 31 days. Okay, I prefer to have my cash balance at the end of the month, but depending on what works for you, you can have your cash balance every day. But for me, I prefer to have it at the end of the month. That's because sometimes expenses might be fluid. You understand? So, but okay, let's have a daily cash balance. It's just that if you have a daily cash balance and you want to actually factor in expenses, then you have to have something like a balance brought down for each day. So I prefer to have my cash balance at the end of the month. So let's go. This is for first. This is total. Remember, this is total daily sales. Let me put it total daily sales. If your product is not measurable, you cannot keep track if it is being stolen or not just from an electronic account like this, then you will need your guys to list out each product they sell every day, and this will make you able to actually keep track of what you have in stock before and what is there now, so that you can know if there's any missing figure and you can quickly correct it. But for me, the product is measurable, and from my account I can easily detect that there's something wrong. Okay, so the next day I have a total sales of 15,000, and out of this 15,000, 2,000 is transfer, receivables is zero. So like I said, my cash balance, I prefer to have it at the end of the month, just one figure at the end of the month. That makes me have a total month account. You understand? So for third, so what I just do is every day I request this figure from them. What is your total sales? What is your transfer figure? And do anybody owe you? These are very three major important questions you need to ask you guys. So 22, how much sales? It's 8,000. Transfers is zero. Receivables is zero. So you keep going. Okay, I think this should actually auto create the dates. Delete. Okay, okay, okay. The day is supposed to be here, so this is supposed to be 9. Yeah. So let me see. Yeah. So we're good. So the date format is the month first, the date follows, and the year. So if you draw down this, it actually auto brings out all the dates, so you don't have to keep typing them one by one. So for fourth, just every day make sure you get these figures from them. This gives you a very accurate figure of what should be left with them in the shop, what should be in the account. So let's auto generate some of these figures to actually have a fast account. But when you are using this sheet, definitely you want to be auto generating. So make sure you have accurate figures for your total daily sales. It is very important for you to have accurate figures. Very, very important to have accurate figures. Okay. Right. Okay. I would want to. Okay. So to for easy recognition, you might want to freeze this pane. Okay. Come to view. Come to freeze. Then freeze a row. So now when you scroll down, what your title bar still shows, so you can easily track what and what is on what page. Although with time you get very used to this. Okay, though we don't sell on Sunday, but for the sake of this demo, let me fill out all the days, so I don't pick out any particular day for Sunday. But just trust me, you just have to be accurate with your own figures. It is very, very important you're accurate with your figures. Okay, there's a mistake right here. Right. Sorry about, I just want to fill out. There are days where you have very low sales and you need to understand that. So the last day of the month comes with total. So now you have to sum this particular days, and you're going to sum and highlight all until the last figure. So automatically this figure becomes a sum of everything. So for transfers, let's try to auto generate. Okay, on this day 8,000 was transfer. Okay, I'm just going to pick some few days. Yeah, pick some few days to this 20,000 was transfer, this 4,000 was transfer. So auto sum would also give you, scroll up, mark this, and you have, these are the total figure transferred to the bank account. This will also help you to actually carry out your bank reconciliation statement. I will also be doing a video on bank reconciliation statement very soon, so take note of that. But these transfer figures will be useful on another note. So for receivables, it's not every day they get to be owed. Let's see, some days come with being owed 1,000, 3,000. Now this reminds me, there's a column which I'm supposed to add, which I'm going to insert now. So this column now is going to be named receivables received. Now receivables received is to provide for these figures they are being owed, because when you do your account now, you provided for these figures as the ones they are being owed. So let's say this payment did not come this month and they're coming next month. In next month's account, you cannot add them to sales because they already reflected under sales here. So what you have to do is you bring them to receivable received. So